So here we are in the forest garden in spring, and it's just an amazing abundance of perennial vegetables coming up out of the ground after winter. And today I want to talk about one of our top 5 favorite perennial vegetables in the forest garden, and that's Turkish Rocket. It's we've got a little patch right here under this quince tree, and the quince is just you can see there's a few buds starting, so this could be really beautiful and flower really soon. But Turkish Rocket is one of our favorite vegetables because it has a couple different uses, and it's one of our most productive, and it's just really tough. So it's a plant that can really hold its own in weeds, and it grows really well in a forest garden. It grows in both sun and part shade, so it's a really cool plant. So here's a little patch here, and right now it's early enough still that that we can pick them for salads. They're also good cooked at this stage, but these little bit younger leaves in here at that stage are really good, still like mixed into salads. The flavor, it's you can really, when you taste it, you can really tell it's in the mustard family. So it's got a really spicy mustardy flavor, a bit like arugula, and that's really nice mixed in a salad. You wouldn't want to make a salad of this alone, but it's pretty good mixed. These leaves can also be cooked, and usually when they get a bit bigger later in the year we cook those. But a few of these mixed in a mixed salad is really nice. Adds a different kind of flavor to the other flavors in the salad. So we'll just pick some of these younger leaves, and then we'll pick some other ones for our lunch salad, and then they'll be mixed in. In a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we'll come back and we'll look at the next part of Takkeklap, or in Danish, or Turkish Rocket, that are ready to go. And that's the flowerbuds, which are also a really amazing, probably the most amazing part of this vegetable. So let's come back and look at that later. So now we're back. It's the end of May, and it's a prime time for us for Turkish Rocket flower shoots. And here's a really good example right here. And it's a single plant, and it has definitely four good flower shoots here. And each one of them, if you look up closely here, it looks like a little mini broccoli. And just by itself, that's too small to pick maybe. But really what we think is the best is to take the whole stalk with it. Right now they're elongating and they're growing really fast, and this whole top part of the stalk is really tender and delicious, and that's the part we'll pick right now. So on this plant, we use the kind of snap method. So that's you kind of use your fingers to go up the stem until you can feel that it's about to be tender, and then it'll snap. And then you have just a top bit like that, with a little top broccoli on the top, and some leaves here, and a really tender shoot stalk. And these are really delicious. So we're going to pick some of those. And if you put them together, they make a nice little bouquet of little mini broccolis. And these ones, just on the pan, really lightly. Maybe some tamari and butter, whatever. They're just really tasty. So this is like some of the best perennial vegetable foods there are, I think, just right now. And the leaves are still edible, so these will continue to produce for quite some time. There's a little bit of a low period while they're in flower, and then there'll be a bunch of new leaves coming in the fall, at least in our climate, and there'll be a bunch more we can pick for cooking greens especially. And now I've picked all the flower heads off this one plant, But that doesn't stop it. It will make some side shoots and make some more of these, just a lot smaller. And usually at that point we don't pick them for food, and we just let them go to make some really insects happy with their flowers, and then we gather the seeds to start new plants. So one of our favorite perennial vegetables, Turkish Rocket. Let's go cook these tonight.
So now we have this beautiful Turkish Rocket, and one of the things that I really love about it is that it's super easy to prepare. It has a super delicious flavor, and what we usually do is to just pick it like Tycho did earlier, and then rinse it, quick rinse in the sink, just to get whatever little creatures that are still in the plant out. I think that's enough. And then I really like having it fried on the pan, which is what we'll do tonight. It's also an excellent vegetable to steam, just with a bit of salt. I really like frying it in butter, so that's what we'll do now. It's super simple. The pan is hot. The Turkish Rocket has, you could say it's like a slight broccoli flavor when it's prepared. Let's get this. And who doesn't like broccoli? This one is just perennial. So that adds something to it. And then just on the hot pan, a few minutes like that. So in order to preserve the crisp texture which these shoots have, I'd recommend not to fry them too much, just so that they get this nice slightly cooked green color, and doesn't take much more, and a little bit of salt. Tamari is also really good on it, but tonight we'll just have a little bit of salt on it. And with the butter flavor, doesn't get much better than that. Oops. There we go. Turkish Rocket.